After the new salary schedule was passed, not only did applications for June retirement drop significantly, but 89 people canceled their retirement.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Here's something that's going to totally shock you, Adam. If you pay people more, they are more likely to continue working for you.
Really? You don't say. Are folks catching on?
Shocking, I know. AL.com reported that under the new salary schedule for teachers in Alabama, which goes into effect in the 2022-2023 school year, all public education employees will get a 4% raise minimum, but experienced teachers will receive a raise between 5 and 21%. We saw a very alarming trend in the March applications, Scott said, for retirement. We received 1,000 applications in March for a June retirement date. Normally, you get the most applications for June in April. After the new salary schedule was passed, not only did applications for June retirement drop significantly, but 89 people canceled their retirement. So ultimately, retirements were still high, but they were lower than expected and lower than the year before. We can see on this graph from the same article in AL.com that there were about 3,300 retirements, where there were 3,500 retirements the year before, which is still significantly higher than the 10-year average, which hovered around 3,000. But still, that's at least a trend we can say in the right direction. And, so this pay increase for experienced teachers, maybe there's something to learn from that.
Absolutely. I mean, and I think, there's two facets to this. There's the base pay rate increase of 4%, and then there's the adjustments of the salary schedule itself, especially adding additional steps for years of experience. And the salary schedule for teachers has long been full of issues where sometimes it doesn't even make sense how you go from one step to another, and you'll see almost no pay raise, and yet other steps will be much more significant. So it was really uneven, and as addressed here with this new schedule, in the past it had very little incentive to stay past, say year 25. I believe year 27 was where it topped out. Teachers on Tier 1 can retire at 25 years. So anyway, this is progress, because now there are more incentives for veteran teachers who are eligible to retire to stick it out, do another year or two in the classroom, and it's really addressing the mid-year teacher, mid-career teachers, folks who've got 10 years or more in the system, but they're not ready to retire yet. And that's where you started to see the salaries really drag and fall behind other states. So it's been, a positive development to see this. But, I also don't want to leave out the fact that if you're getting a 4% pay raise and inflation's at 8.5%,
right,
you're getting a pay cut. So while, yes, I think it's a step in the right direction, and I think the legislature actually did something positive here in working with AEA and the superintendents and others to get the salary schedule redone. The pay raise itself is not enough, and it does not address the working conditions, which, when you talk with educators, is often the first, second, third, fourth, fifth things that come out of their mouth about why they're discouraged or why they're considering leaving early. Pay is definitely a big factor, but it's by no means the only one. So let's take this as a foundation. Let's take this as like a foundation. Okay, we're making progress on pay, so now this continue that progress while actually addressing some of the deeper issues in terms of working conditions and the supports available.
Right. Yeah, I was considering becoming a teacher halfway through college, and I went back to my high school to talk to one of my favorite teachers, actually. I was considering becoming like a high school calculus teacher or something. And he told me basically that don't do it. I wouldn't do it if, and this was my favorite teacher, a very enthusiastic guy, somebody that was really passionate about educating. And he was like, the stranglehold that the state has on us and our lesson plans and all the red tape and everything about and it was not the pay as the primary thing. He was like, in addition to all this, I get paid like crap. But the main thing was, I'm not respected. I am not able to practice my craft. I'm not able to educate students in the way that I think would be better for them. And I have to do all of this extra nonsense. And there are people over my shoulder all the time, and it's just not enjoyable. And if I had it to do over again, I would be doing something different, which was very sad for me, considering like this was like my favorite teacher. And hearing him have such a not a great view of the profession.
Yeah, and not too uncommon, unfortunately. So let's hope that this is a step in the right direction, but educators, to actually make it better, rank and file educators have to come together and organize and really push everybody involved in the right direction. We can't just wait on the legislature to do the right thing. That has never been a successful solution in the state of Alabama.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.